Well, g'day everybody. It's the 18th of July 2021. I just want to speak about this GULFLANDER and also the SAVANNALANDER train. I'm not speaking as an expert. I've been on them a couple of times, in particular SAVANNALANDER, but I've got to say, for those who are interested in going, and I encourage everybody concerned to go, who gets an opportunity. Just a little video here is just showing the train and also the historic station at Normanton, and I'll only make a brief view of that and then move on to take some other photos, probably of the SAVANNALANDER as well. Well, as I said, I'd show a photo of the SAVANNALANDER. It's pretty well known actually, but for my friends mostly overseas or perhaps interstate, there are several options to ride both trains in the 1 week. They both only run, would you believe, on a Wednesday, but you can do them both in 1 week. The briefest and shortest, shall we say, way would be to fly to Cairns, in other words Brisbane to Cairns or wherever you're coming from, and then fly on a Tuesday out to Normanton. You then travel on a Wednesday from Normanton to Croydon, and you can go from Croydon on Thursday to Forsyth, and you can take in the Cobalt Gorge. That's worth doing, and then on the Friday the SAVANNALANDER will take you to Mount Surprise, and on Saturday from Mount Surprise to Cairns. Then for those rail enthusiasts who really want to experience something, there's the Spirit of Queensland. I would suggest, by the way, taking a rail bed, which is like a first class seat on some aircraft. It allows you to lay flat, and you get a pillow and a doona and some privacy. And there's also entertainment at the seat, including movies, TV shows, record albums and the like, which I only see in the night time, in other words, because the scenery during the day is worthwhile looking at. Now, you could therefore get both of those trains in a week on that option I just gave. The other option is to go from Cairns, and you book, first of all, very, very importantly, several months in advance would be good. There's a 6-day tour. You leave on the Monday by bus from Cairns to Normanton. Actually, we didn't go to Corumba, but it's worthwhile getting the tour that takes in Corumba, where you stay overnight, and on Tuesday you come down to Normanton. It's only about a 45-minute trip. And then you do that, as I described, Wednesday to Croydon, and Thursday right through, as I just described, on the SAVANNALANDER. And then, of course, you can come back go by train from Cairns to Brisbane. I think, given all the possibilities, as it were, that the flying up and then coming back by train and so on is good. For those who haven't got the time, or it becomes quite expensive, I suppose, taking the entire 6-day tour, and only want to experience the SAVANNALANDER for 1 day, in other words, you take a bus from Cairns on a Friday, and this is Friday only, by the way, out to Mount Surprise, stay overnight, then on Saturday morning the train leaves Mount Surprise and gets to Cairns. It's an all-day trip. It leaves around 8:30 in the morning, gets to Cairns at 6 o'clock or so, 6:30 p.m. at night,
it's a very scenic and enjoyable train trip. And the fare was, now you'd like to check up on this, but was about $140 one way. The bus, I think, would be around $75 to $80 from Cairns out to Mount Surprise. Now, that option is also a very good one worth taking. There are other options, including the 4-day SAVANNALANDER only, which is Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And it takes in the Chillago Caves, for example, as well at Almaden. And there are other experiences along the way, and it's extremely worthwhile taking. But I just thought I'd mention some of those little things that might be of great interest to domestic and overseas people. Of course, we're going to wait for the COVID-19 to be over with, and I'm hoping that will be this year in a way, because they'll go to what they call herd immunity, which means around 75% of the people are vaccinated. Then the disease will eventually die out, and of course the vaccination, it doesn't matter what your views are on it, it will reduce the symptoms by up to 95%. So I know it doesn't always prevent people getting COVID-19, but it reduces the symptoms. So I think that's a worthwhile thing to bear in mind. So anyway, I would like to have civil and polite comments or discussion, shall we say, on the various options and some thoughts on the thing. But for now, that will do, and thanks for viewing.